All right, hey, it's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. We're in the middle of July. I did the best and worst home insurance company video before for the people who live in Florida, I don't know, 6 months ago, but a lot of things have changed. We know about a lot of these companies became insolvent. I don't want to go on a tangent, but all those companies except for St. John's, Southern Fidelity, FedNat, a couple of the other small ones I forget off the top of my head, but Southern Fidelity has 3 other companies. FedNat has another company. So there's companies underneath the umbrella. It's legal, but it's a bunch of crap. So we'll be talking about the best insurance companies right now. There's 5 of them. But wait, I've got an added bonus for you. After you have a list of the 5 best, we're going into the 7 worst insurance companies, and you're going to find out why they're the worst. So let's get right into it. Here we go. The best homeowners insurance companies in Florida right now, 2022, halfway done through the year. Let's get right into it. Okay, so my name's Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. I can comment on the insurance companies. I know these insurance companies best from a claim perspective, how they handle claims, what their policies look like, everything else. Here's my cell phone, my email, my website, also my channel on YouTube, the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. I probably have 100 videos of anything and everything that you can imagine that deals with homeowners insurance claims, property damage claims, from roofs to fires to water damage. Take a look at it. If there's anything you have a problem with, it may pique your curiosity. So let's talk about number 5, State Farm. All right. People put their trust in State Farm. People think they're a good company. But what we got to be careful is not to mix the auto with their homeowners insurance. All right, for all these companies. And let me tell you the reason why real quick. What's odd is that if you file a claim or you don't file a claim, you have a chance of getting dropped. Yes, you heard that. You don't file a claim, or maybe you file one claim and you can get dropped. Now, you can be in an auto accident, rear end somebody, there's 3 people in a car in front of you, they get hurt. The insurance company, your insurance company, pays them each $50,000. Guess what? You're not getting dropped. Why is there such a difference between automobile claims and homeowners claims? I have no idea. So let's talk about State Farm. So the reason why they're number 5 is because they put people through unnecessary harassment during the claim process. I almost didn't put State Farm on this list, but the one reason why I had to was because of this bottom point right here. Because they don't have any limitations on their policies. And this is going to be very important, especially when we start talking about the worst insurance company. So they abuse this power. They have in their policy they can take an examination under oath, you as the insured, anytime and as much as they want. They abuse this. An EUO is similar to a deposition. I know some EUOs under State Farm, they've kept people there between 3 and 5 hours. Also, a proof of loss, you must fill it out in 60 days. Your claim can not only be denied, if you had a lawsuit, State Farm can come back and use this against you. All right, other people or other companies, they have to ask you to submit a proof of loss. So yes, State Farm is a stealthy, evil company. But again, they don't have any limitations on their policy, which is a good thing. All right, so I think this one's going to be a surprise. USAA, number 4. All right, I do like USAA. Their claim handling is so-so. In other words, it takes them a little bit longer to respond. All right, not bad by no means, but not good. But they do pay claims. They may fight a little bit, but they do pay claims. I've had some pretty good um, situations, claims, and settlements with the USAA, so I can't speak bad about them. They have no limitations on their policy too. There's a common theme for the best companies. They don't have limitations on their policies. We're going to talk about these limitations, all right? Next up, number 3, Progressive. So they have good claims customer service. They are pretty much on the ball. The claim adjusters are responsive, okay? They do fight claims, but they also pay those claims that they fight at some point. And again, the common theme, no policy limitations. When I talk about policy limitations, I'm talking about things related to the roof, water damage limitation of $10,000, water damage exclusions. These are the things I talk about when I'm talking about limitations. Okay, so number 2, Homeowners Choice. Okay, they're similar to Progressive. I put them in front of Progressive for a few reasons. Same thing, they may fight claims, but they do pay. They have pretty good customer service from their claims department. Now the reason, as we look here, why I put them above is because Progressive, if you don't agree with the amount they pay and you end up wanting to go through a lawsuit, what's going to happen is Progressive has a part of the policy called an appraisal process. You want to know what the appraisal process is? Check out this video on my YouTube channel. All right? What is the appraisal process in the homeowners insurance? I won't go into detail, but I'm not a big fan of appraisals at all. A lot of public adjusters like them. I don't. So Homeowners Choice, they don't have the appraisal clause. They do. I shouldn't say they don't. They do, but it's not one party. In other words, both parties have to agree, I believe. I'm just going off the top of my head, just remembering, but I think that's what it is with Homeowners Choice. So what's a one-party appraisal, Mike? I don't understand. So State Farm, Progressive, and our number 1 company, rather than go to a lawsuit, they will invoke their right to an appraisal. It's upheld by all the judges. There's case law on it, so you really can't get around it. Okay? That's one party, meaning either party can request the appraisal and you have to go through the appraisal process. So while you may not want to, I almost gave it away, number 1, woo, State Farm, Progressive, and number 1 may go through and put you through the appraisal process. Okay, but there's going to be other times where maybe they don't want to on a specific claim and you can request it. But all in all, I'm not a big fan of appraisals. So number 2 is Homeowners Choice. They're located in Tampa, I believe, or St. Pete. All right, before we get to the number 1 best insurance company for homeowners insurance in Florida, please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more exciting educational claim videos. Drum roll. The number 1 company, best company in my opinion, in Florida, Allstate. Yes, they're also known as Castle Key in Florida. Castle Key. And let me tell you the reasons why Allstate I've had very good experiences with. Okay, Castle Key, also known as Castle Key. They have good customer service from their claims department. They're pretty much on the ball. They have good policies, no limits. And the most important thing, I've had several clients, they treat them very fairly. Very fairly. You have to provide the documentation, but they take care of their clients. They take care of the policyholder, the insured. So they are, in my opinion, the number 1 home insurance company in Florida. The best policies, the best customer service, and no limits. So wait. Don't leave. We've got the worst. Let's talk about the worst, because if you're here trying to find the best, I guarantee you probably have one of the worst. So before we get into the worst insurance companies, which some of you probably have, especially the number one worst insurance company, let's talk about what these companies have in common. So all these companies write very few policies in South Florida. If you have a policy with one of these companies, it's only because you probably had them for 10 years or longer. So in other words, you're grandfathered in. So people in Naples, Fort Myers, Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, it's rare you're going to get the Allstate, Progressive, or State Farms. Okay? Most of the policies, those top three write, are going to be in Jacksonville, Orlando, some in Tampa. All right? The same goes with Homeowners Choice. They're not writing a lot in South Florida. So what's great about all these policies, there's no limitations like this $10,000 water damage limit crap. By the way, if you have a $10,000 water damage limit on your policy, anything catastrophic, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, I get a call and there's some catastrophic plumbing event and they have a $10,000 water damage limit. You need to contact the governor. You need to contact the OIR, Office of Insurance Regulations, and complain. The OIR approves this crap. They approve it. They let these insurance companies walk around with water damage limits, and your policy's basically worthless. All right? So the other thing, obviously, there's some companies with roofing limitations, but let's get into the, there's the beauty, and don't forget, there's the beast. Let's get into the beast, the worst insurance companies now. So we're going to go quickly through the worst insurance companies in Florida. Now this is for homeowners insurance. So here we go. Number 7, Heritage. They have bad claim handling. Usually have water damage limits of $10,000, and most cases go to a lawsuit with them. As a matter of fact, most of the time they don't even make a decision. They just let things sit. In Florida, you have 90 days to pay a claim or pay something on a claim, $10, $100. Heritage doesn't even do that sometimes. So then we have to sue them. So in 90 days, all insurance company has to do is pay $100. And you are in compliance with the statute. They're too lazy to do that. So you either deny the claim or you pay something on a claim. Heritage can't do either. They're bad. Let's go to number 6. Frontline. Again, this whole list, we're not going to have anything to positive, really. Actually, one company, we have a little bit of positive to say. So their claim handling is okay, meaning they're responsive somewhat. But they rarely settle any roof or water damage claims. You have to file a lawsuit. They abuse the EUO like State Farm. Okay? Like I say, most of these go into litigations. They do have limitations on some of their policies, including, you got to be careful. Sometimes you'll see floor limitations, water damage limitations, and some verbiage about roof claims. So Frontline is the 6th worst insurance company. Let's move on. Number 5, okay. American No Integrity. Horrible policies. Horrible. Limitations all over the place. If you pay $100 for American Integrity policy, you're being ripped off. Limitations all over. Roof, depreciation, floor limitations, water damage limits. Horrible claim handling. And this is the best. So they use engineers like Tic Tacs. Every claim, every roof claim, and every water claim, they sent a company called MV5. They sent SDII Global. Watch this video I have on my YouTube channel. Why is my insurance company hiring an engineer? You'll find a list of these engineers. I put a full list. You'll find out why the insurance company does it. So engineers I call claim denial specialists. They're not engineers. That's a bunch of bull crap. All right, American No Integrity, number 5. Congrats, No Integrity. Let's get on to number 4. Okay, number 4. Let's get into Universal. All right, let's just get right to the good thing because there's not much other than this. The only good thing This whole list of the worst insurance companies in Florida. They have no limitations on their policy. Now, here's what I tell people all the time. I would rather have a bad company that has a good no limitation policy than have a good company with limitations on their policy. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't care if a company's good and handles my claim in 60 days and pays me, but I have a $10,000 water damage on it. That doesn't mean no good. That means I'm paying crap out of pocket. I don't care if they send me roses, chocolate, tequila, and beer. I'm having to come out of pocket. So what good is that policy? So they are the absolute worst in claim handling. The worst. Horrific. Brutal. They will abuse a document request. They'll request, for instance, permit history. They'll request, if you bought your house 20 years ago, we want the wind mitigation or 4-point inspection and inspection report when you first bought your house. They're just ridiculous. When you file a lawsuit against them, it drags on and on and on. And they don't care. And most of the time they use their own attorneys. So that's why they have a bunch of attorneys on payroll. So they don't care about paying attorney fees. They don't care how long it takes. They're, like I said, but even though they're horrible, they're the only ones that don't have any limitation. Okay, number 3, security, we put you last, aka security first. Bad policies, limitations all over the place, similar American integrity. Their claim handling's all right. I mean, they're responsive. They're not as bad as Universal by no means. So they're so-so. They have water damage limits. They have on their policy sometimes what's called a RTR, what we call a right to repair, meaning if you have roof damage, they could bring in their roofer to do your roof. You don't get to choose. Water damage, same thing. So they have floor limitations. They have roof limitations. Security first. Congratulations, guys. Number 3. Good job. Keep on screwing people. All right, let's take a look at number 2. Peoples, we have no trust in you. All right, another company. People's Trust, located in Deerfield Beach. Bad policies, limitations, 10K. They have contractors that you will have to use. And get this. This point right here. This is unbelievable. So if their contractors don't do things right, they have 2 different chances to make it better. Now you say, well, Mike, that's a good thing. Well, one of it is, and I forgot which one. One of the chances they get, you have to notify them, I think within 30 days, or they have 30 days to make the corrections. And the other one's a 45-day mark. It could be vice versa. The first time could be they have 45 days and then 30, whatever it is. So what does that tell you? Their contractors are shitty. They're basically saying to you, hey, we know our contractors suck, so give us a couple chances to correct it. So usually what was going on is we were suing People's Trust for the bad work. And then we'd be able to sue them saying they breached a contract, they didn't put the insured, they didn't make them whole again, right? So if you had a nice bathroom, special tile, certain tile, and they didn't put an equivalent type tile or drywall, baseboards, etc., you can sue them for breach of contract. But now what's happening, people are tired of dealing with them, the attorneys and everybody else. So you can't even find lawyers anymore. They're going to take People's Trust claims. So you're on your own. You might find a few, but most that I know of now, they're outright saying, we don't want to deal with People's Trust. So, ready for number one? I'm sure you guys have any guess? I think some of you might. Most of you guys have this company. And let's, without further ado, Citizens. Woo! You guys rock. State. You know, you gotta love the government. People want more government. Give me the government this and government that because it's good. And I want government health insurance. Well, this is a perfect example why you shouldn't want government health insurance. Absolutely brutal policies. They get the opportunity. Any water damage claim, you have to use their contractor, or you can only get $10,000. Okay? Use their Now, you may say, well, wow, if I got $50,000, good, I'll use their contractor. I don't have to pay for anything. If it's actually $50,000, their contractors are trained not to write anything greater than $30,000. Usually, it's in that $18,000 to $23,000 range, no matter how much damage you have. They're going to say the other damage isn't related, so on and so forth. Some of their estimates are unbelievable. Every roof claim, people, get denied. It gets denied. File a roof claim with Citizens, might as well call me and say, Mike, I know it's going to get denied. I'm trying to be kind of comical, but I am dead serious. Every roof claim will get denied. All right. Lawsuits drag on and on. Out of all companies, Citizens and Universal lawsuits drag on the most and the longest. Long time. Why? You know, normally private companies like Universal won't let it drag on because of the fact that the amount of attorney fees that they'll be up against when you drag it on so long. Citizens doesn't care, because look at this point right here. They use our tax dollars. We're paying for this. We're paying for the lawsuits. So they don't care. Unlimited fees. Doesn't matter what the attorneys charge. Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Most of the lawsuits we have go right up to trial, and then they'll settle. And then they're paying over $100,000 for attorney fees for both the insured, the plaintiff, the homeowner, and then for the defense, for their defense attorney. It blows my mind on what they do and how this is a good business model. My guess is what they want to be known as is they want people to be fearful that if you have to file a roof claim, you know you're going to a lawsuit. So that deters you from filing a roof claim, knowing that Citizens is not going to pay you. I believe that's probably their strategy. All right? They really need to be audited and regulated. They need to be cut off from an unlimited checkbook. How can you give a company unlimited checkbook? So it was just said last year they paid over $100 million in attorney fees. Think about that. $100 million in attorney fees. But it doesn't matter. It's not their money. It comes from the state. Unlimited checkbook. You need $200 million this year, we'll give you $200 million. We are paying for this. We're paying for this bullshit. Citizens is the word. All right, so that wraps up this video on the best and worst home insurance companies in Florida. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Mike Keeler. I'm a public adjuster here in Florida. I cover the entire state of Florida. I have clients in the Panhandle and Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach, all the way down to the Keys. If you need to get a hold of me, have a question, you can do so by my cell phone, which is listed, email, my website, my YouTube channel, the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. Many videos of all different types that possibly help you, give you some education, background, and please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.